Historically speaking, I've never really been a big glaive guy. When glaives first came out, I tried them, didn't like them, and moved on. Now though, I'm here to say that I owe glaives an apology. I wasn't really familiar with their game. Today, we're quickly going to go over why I changed my tune, why there's no better reason to try out glaives than literally right now, and then finally, some quick glaive builds for y'all to try out on your own. And because I know people hate it when content creators go over builds but don't give build links, I got you. All 3 build links will be down in the pinned comment. Alrighty, why do I actually like glaives right now? Well, I've boiled it down to 3 reasons for you. They're great for double special builds, rocket sidearms didn't exist when glaives first came out, and finally, 2 mods on the current artifact. The first 2 reasons are kinda intertwined. When glaives first came out in D2, I wasn't using double special loadouts as frequently as I am right now. If you're a newish player or returning player and you don't know what that means, that is just when your loadout has 2 weapons that both use special ammo. But yeah, now I use double special loadouts kind of a lot, and glaives fit into double special loadouts really well. Basically, if you ever find yourself running low on ammo, you can just start beating the piss out of enemies with your sharp stick. And do you know what other weapon type works really well in double special builds? Yeah, I don't even need to tell you. Rocket frame sidearms. They have incredibly generous ammo management, pack a strong punch, and with the right roll, offer insanely free crowd control. Together, glaives and rocket sidearms are an awesome combination. Both weapon types let you manage your special ammo count extremely well, and on top of that, rocket sidearms are great at dishing out pain, and glaives are great at taking pain. As you all know, blocking with a glaive gives you a little shield that reduces incoming damage, but you might not know just how strong that tiny little shield is. The glaive block will reduce the amount of damage you take by 97.5%. To give you a better idea of just how strong that is, here's me in a Grandmaster Nightfall tanking a hypernova explosion from a Bane hive and taking laughably minimal damage. And for comparison, this is what happens when you're normally that close to a hypernova explosion.
Oh, he's gonna f my shit up that close to me. What the f are you doing?
The third and final reason that you should try out glaives right now is due to 2 new perks on the artifact that we'll go over in just a minute. But real quick, I need to give a big thank you to Raycon Everyday Earbuds, sponsor of today's video, and my content in general. Now that the weather's getting warmer, it's time for me to finally go outside and get a little bit of exercise in some capacity. Not jogging though, I hate jogging. I usually go for long walks in the woods. But I always remember to bring my Raycon Everyday Earbuds every time I go. They've got excellent audio quality and a 32-hour battery life. Not that I would expect to go into the woods for that long, but with my sense of direction, hey, you never know. But yeah, Raycon Everyday Earbuds have been my go-to for many years now. Even if I forget and I haven't charged them in a while, they have a great quick charge function. Even just 10 minutes of charging will give you a 90-minute battery charge. They're also weatherproof and sweat resistant for you sweaty gym bros out there. Live your best life. But yeah, I recommend these highly. What I don't recommend though is forgetting these in your pocket and then having them go through a washing machine cycle. That being said, that did happen to me about a month ago, but these still work great. Again, I don't plan on repeating that experience, but hell yeah, these things are still trucking. The best part is these earbuds are affordable. Other earbuds out there could cost you hundreds of dollars, but these offer great audio quality at around half the price. So if you're looking for a good birthday gift for a friend, or you just want to treat yourself, go to buyraycon.com/fallout for 20% off your order. Again, 20% off your order at buyraycon.com/fallout. Thank you, Raycon. All right, we back. The 2 perks to go over are Hold the Line and No Bell. Starting with Hold the Line. While summoned, machine guns and glaives gain increased reload speed and stability, and final blows heal you. Better reload and stability is great, but the heal factor is really what we care about the most here. Keep in mind, there is a slight catch though. Check it out. While surrounded by Thrall, I can tell the perk has turned on because it appears on the left-hand side of my HUD. I poke a Thrall, and while I don't get my health fully replenished, I get a good chunk back right away. Really important to take note though, you can't get repeat infinite health by running into a crowd and just swinging away repeatedly. You see right there, I swing in a crowd and don't get my health back. That is because there's a cooldown on the artifact mod indicated by a timer that will appear on your HUD after you've activated your free chunk of health. After the timer expires, you'll be able to reproc the effect again and get health back via this mod once more. Now, why don't we talk about No Bell?
I didn't hear no bell.
Rapid Glaive melee final blows grant special ammo glaives additional ammo. Blocking damage with glaives increases their melee damage to targets. Regarding the former, the rapid melee final blows for special ammo is very generous. By just melee killing 2 enemies in a row, you get +2 ammo back into your glaive. Very straightforward and a great ammo management tool to help out double special loadouts. Regarding the latter, the blocking incoming damage to improve your melee damage is also very generous. After blocking any incoming damage at all, you have a short window where your outgoing melee damage goes up by 85%. And for the record, you actually have to block incoming damage before getting the melee damage buff. That is to say, you can't just quickly activate the block and then quickly go into a melee hoping that it'll be buffed. You have to put up the shield, literally block any damage at all, and then swing away. And remember, you'll have to refresh it after a few seconds, of course. Here's a fun fact: you can also buff your glaive melee damage with either the exotic Titan armor Synthoceps, or even better, exotic class armor with the Spirit of Synthoceps perk on it. With either Synthoceps or Spirit of Synthoceps activated, you can buff your glaive melee damage by +100%. Here's another fun fact: you can combine Spirit of Synthoceps or Synthoceps together with No Bell on the artifact for a multiplicative damage buff. With No Bell turned on and the exotic armor, you can buff your glaive melee damage by a gloriously stupid +270%. In short, it was really tempting to make all 3 sample builds today feature Spirit of Synthoceps, but I didn't for the sake of variety and for players who might not have any Spirit of Syntho exotic class armor. If you have Spirit of Syntho exotic class armor though, yeah, I strongly recommend you throw them on if you're trying out a new glaive and playing Prismatic. Alright though, why don't we get into the builds? And remember, none of these are carved in stone, nor are they god tier, Solo the Witness, or anything like that. They're basically all jumping off points for you to F around with glaives if you feel like doing it. Titans, you're up first. This is a strand build. Here are your aspects and fragments, and take note, you can also use the shackle grenade instead of the grapple grenade if you want. Your key artifact mods are Unraveling Orbs, No Bell, Hold the Line, and Disruptor Spike. Your key armor mods are Recuperation on boots, Dynamo on your helmet, Harmonic Siphon on your helmet, and another siphon mod that matches whatever your energy weapon is. In this case, it's solar because I have a solar energy weapon. Your exotic armor, Synthoceps, for extra hard-hitting glaive melees. Weapon-wise, put on the Refusal of the Call, aka the new glaive if you have one. In a perfect world, you might have Slice in column 3 and either Close to Melee or Disruption Break in column 4. Clearly, I don't have my god roll yet, but I'm working on it though. For your energy weapon, I'm just going to recommend you throw on any weapon with Demolitionist, but honestly, you can use whatever you want here. For heavy weapon, we are going with Tractor Cannon. Your build TLDR is as follows. With your helmet siphon mods, you should be making a lot of orbs, and with your build, picking up orbs means free woven mail, which keeps you alive. You'll also stay alive thanks to Hold the Line and Banner of War. Your grapple melee can help you close the gap on enemies way faster, and if you need more grenade energy, well, your Demolitionist primary weapon is right there. If you come up against a beefy yellow bar, tag them with Tractor Cannon so that they take more incoming damage, and then beat the life out of them. Link to the full build down in the pinned comment. Next up, Warlocks. This is a prismatic build, and here are your aspects and fragments, although take note, you can swap out Hellion for Devour for even more survivability if you wish. Your key artifact mods are as follows: No Bell, Hold the Line, Limit Break, and Elemental Siphon. Your key armor mods are Recuperation on your leg armor, Harmonic Siphon on your helmet, and Grenade Kickstart on your arms. Your exotic armor pick are the Karn Scenes, which do work with glaive melees. For your heavy weapon, you can pick whatever you like, but for kinetic weapon, I'm going to recommend the Call. Since I've been yapping about double special loadouts today, might as well recommend one. Finally, we have the Edge of Intent, aka the Warlock exotic glaive. Here is your build TLDR. With Karnstein equipped, your glaive melee kills will give you both restoration and cure, which really does help in keeping you alive. Cold snaps can either be thrown to freeze enemies, which gives good darkness transcendence energy, by the way, or you can charge to throw up a Bleak Watcher turret for crowd control. Spam healing rifts to both heal allies and take advantage of your Hellion Solar Buddy. Remember that as you both melee and shoot to your glaive, you build up charges of Charged Edge. When the charge is full, use the special reload and drop a healing turret to keep you and your allies alive. Again, full build link down in the pinned comment. Finally, Hunters. This is a prismatic build. Here are your aspects and fragments, although take note, you can use whichever super you like. I just think Tether is a great all-purpose super in PvE, and you can also change your grenade to whatever you like. Your key artifact mods are No Bell, Hold the Line, Dielectric, and Defibrillating Blast. Your key armor mods are Kinetic Siphon on your helmet, Impact Induction on arms, and Recuperation on your leg armor. For exotic armor, I'm recommending Gifted Conviction because I think more people out there probably have that. That being said, if you have exotic class armor with both Spirit of Inmost Light and Spirit of Surturachne together, that would work great with this build. Weapon-wise, we have the Kvastov in the kinetic slot, although you can use other options there. For the energy weapon, if you have one, Forthcoming Deviance is great, and if you have it crafted, Disruption Break and Chaos Reshaped is a hard recommend. For your heavy weapon, feel free to do whatever you want. Here is your build TLDR. Try to spam Ascension as often as you can, especially in crowds. This will both jolt nearby enemies and give you additional damage resist, making you much harder to kill. If you have Kvastov, whip that out every now and then to generate extra orbs, which will further serve to keep you alive. Remember that if your glaive has Disruption Break on it, and if you break an enemy shield, they'll now take more glaive melee damage, so take advantage of that when you can. Again, all of these builds are really just to help introduce you to the world of glaives if you've never really effed around with them before. None are carved in stone, change them however you want. If you're a glaive enjoyer watching today's video, feel free to recommend quick and dirty builds down in the comment section. And for everybody else, go have fun stabbing people with glaives in PvE, that is. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.